Hey, what's up guys? Hazardous Gaming here, and hang on a moment. What's going on? Why can't I move? There we go. Now it's moving. Never mind. Anyway, Hazardous Gaming here, and I am back today with some more simple planes. Today we are flying this magnificent beast. This is a Zeppline. It has two turrets that actually function, which is really nice. I also have a modified version that I made or some modifications to this, which we will also be showing off. It has some 25-pound bombs, I believe. So yeah, we're going to be playing around with this. Let's see. This thing handles, I've played around with it a little bit before, and it handles just like a helicopter. It's really nice. And it's kind of surprising that it handles like a helicopter, seeing as it is, we are currently in the forward bubble right now. So go into orbit view here. Since it only has propellers, like the World War II propellers, I would have expected at least some maybe like VTOLs or something, but it doesn't. It's like purely 4 World War II thrusters, propellers, and a gyroscope at the top. You can see it right there, the top of it poking out. And it balances pretty well. Go to cockpit view. So, I do believe 1 with VTOL and trim controls the forward turret. And 2 with VTOL and trim controls the rear turret. Yeah, you can hear it back there doing something weird. So yeah, we're going to go in, and so I have figured out that you don't want to get too much thrust with this thing, otherwise it doesn't work very well. I got to get it right around 40. Turn this down a little bit. So it handles a lot like a helicopter. You can see the little engines up here. Now, unfortunately, they don't rotate, and I tried to make it modify it so that it would rotate, but they don't. When I did try and do it, it kind of failed really bad, and it kept doing flips and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to go into the forward turret. So yeah, we have quite a good view. I kind of do like flying around in the forward turret, even though it kind of is a little bit odd at times. I find it quite interesting because it doesn't, like, you don't have anything really blocking your view, unlike the cockpit view where you have like the bubble turret in the front kind of blocking it. So you're coming up on enemy airfield, sir. Destroy it. I don't think this would be a very viable option in combat, unless you were literally just flying around in just hovering, and I don't think it has a hover mode. At least it didn't have one in the description, and I wasn't able to discover one anywhere. So it doesn't have a hover mode as far as I know. We'll try and hit this hangar here. The rotators really rotate it quite a bit. There we go. That might help a little bit. Like, just the slightest movement makes it rotate a lot. You can really aim, like, just about straight down, almost. I think this is straight down right here. Yeah. It kind of messes with the camera view quite a bit, but it does work. We can go into the rear turret, I guess. We'll deactivate that one and activate this one. Aim downwards. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. So it's got a forward turret and a rear turret. I find them they're both, like, I usually end up using the forward turret more than the rear turret, but they both kind of work. And then here's the cockpit view. Unfortunately, I did try this out. I tried to get it so that the cockpit was underneath this part, and it was, although it was upside down, and it does in fact flip your view upside down. I was hoping it wouldn't do that, but unfortunately it does flip the view upside down, so this thing handles really well too. If you know how to handle a helicopter in this game, it's pretty easy to fly this thing if you know how to handle helicopters. It's not the fastest thing in the world, however, it does definitely have some speed to it. It's not a whole lot, so. In exit here, we'll go get the modified version that I have created. Go here. Whoops, I think I spelled it wrong. Well, I don't really care. Should be... Hey. What? No, that's not what I want. That's like a default thing. No! I hate this dumb search filter because it's so annoying. You try and scroll, and it'll select the search filter for you, and then you try and, like, when you don't want it, and then when you do want it, it won't select it. It's so annoying. But anyway, here's the modified version. It has 5 Boom 25s on it. And you kind of have to drop them all at once, otherwise it really throws off the balance unless you're dropping the first one. And you do have to be at a certain height, otherwise this thing will kill you. So I'm actually going to go in the front turret here. No, that's up. It's not what I want. Here we go. So we are going to go on a bit of a mission here. Now this will probably take a while. I'm actually going to fly it in orbit view here. I don't really like orbit view, never mind. I'll fly it in cockpit view. But we're going to fly in this direction. We're going to go on a mission. Now, I'll probably go until at least we get to the ships out here, maybe. Just to kind of show you how slow this thing actually is. I mean, I think this thing could maybe, if it was slightly faster, it could be realistic, but it's really not. I think the Zeppelins went like around 100 miles an hour, I want to say. I don't actually know for sure the exact how fast the Zeppelins actually went. I know they're pretty slow compared to other things, but yeah. So we're gonna go out in this direction, and we're starting to get a little unstable here. This is always the tricky part, making sure you stay stable. I think it was because we went too high with thrusters. I wasn't paying attention there and went too high a little bit. Oh dear, what's going on? I'm going to regain stability real quick here. So I'm actually going to go like this. Let it regain, try and put it back on neutral direction. I wish you could set headings in this game so you could like go on a map or something, just select like any location that you found, and it would automatically like fly in that direction. So we're going to go on a mission across this ocean. And it will probably take me quite a while to get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording. And then I will be right back when we get there. So see you in a moment. So we finally reached around where the carriers were. And I actually got it stabilized again. We were flying really, really steadily. Right here, like we're pretty much kind of keeping around, for a few seconds there, we were keeping around the exact same altitude. Like around, I think it was 450 we were keeping around. Now we're going up a little bit, but we've gone up to 66 mile an hour speed. So we should be there in no time at all. So yeah, I'll see you when we get there any second now. If I can pull down the thing to... Okay, maybe not. That's not what I wanted. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah, fire down into the ocean. Destroy those enemy submarines or whatever that's down there. Losing our stability just a smidge. There we go. We're leveled out again. I don't want to lose this this perfect settings right here that I've gotten it to. So I guess you guys will be sticking along for the ride. Shouldn't be too long. We're just going to Crack-a-Bloa. This thing is really good with fuel consumption. Like, it consumes barely any fuel at all, which is really nice. Especially for these longer missions. I'm going to level out just a bit. Because I would like to see what's going on. See how close we are. However, I don't think that will be happening. Sorry this is kind of boring for you guys. You can probably just skip ahead if you want to. Because I do not want to lose this perfect settings right here. Like, I am gotten this thing really nice and stable. And I don't want to mess it up. And for some reason it won't let me pull down the menu. So, just going to keep flying like this. And we'll get there eventually. Maybe 3 years from now, but we will get there eventually. Angled downwards just a bit more. Maybe down to -30, I think. Just to try and gain some speed just a little bit. 67, 68, we'll try and hold it right around here. 69, 70, picking up some speed. Trying to stay level, we've gone up to 70. At this rate, we'll be there in 2 months. Next stop, Jaeger Airport. Or should I say, the enemy airfield. We are coming to destroy the enemy. I'm gonna level off a bit just to see what's going on. See how close we are. We're currently 4.2, maybe 4.3 in a second miles away from the ships. So I'm gonna try and slowly level us off. We should be nearing there real soon. You can kind of see a faint outline. Go into... And there it is, way over there. See it? So we do need to angle just a bit outwards. So I guess since we're a little farther off than I thought, then we'll just pause it. So guys, we have finally reached Jaeger Airport. It took me a couple tries. I had to restart it, so I just figured, you know what, why not just go and go to saved location, since I was pretty much here before, but I kind of blew myself up a little bit. Kind of didn't have a very pleasant time. Gonna go into cockpit view again. Enemy airfield sighted, sir. May fire when ready. So I'm actually kind of curious, can I get the rear gun turret to angle downwards? Yes, I can. Okay, so I can get them both angled downward at the enemy airfield here. They're flying quite high. I want to try and decrease altitude just a little bit. Because we're a little too high to comfortably fly for me anyway. Come on, no, don't do this again. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't. Come on, airship. Come on. We're falling. We're falling. Come on, Graf Zeppelin. You know what? Let's just try this again. Here we go. Keep on target, and we shall fly straight and through to our... Oops, I accidentally dropped the bomb. Good thing it drops the middle one first, so it shouldn't throw off our balance too much. That was a mistake. Keep altitude low. This should be perfect. Don't want to gain too much speed here. Come on, okay, we're decreasing altitude. Fire on enemy landing field when ready. Okay, so I'm gonna try go to camera here in the front turret. Okay. Firing on enemy airfield. So, enemy has no planes on the runway. Okay, I think this is just about the right altitude that we need to be at. So level off. Just enough to still continue going forward. Continue to barrage the runway. Or barely even hitting the runway. Just more or less hitting the edges here. Okay, so those buildings up there, that is our target. Once we gain altitude just a smidge because I tried to do this before, but I was too low and I got caught in the blast of these, so I don't want to mess it up again. Bomb the hangars. So we are just over the hangar base. Just about to enter enemy airspace location. Right about over the hangars. So we are just about to cross over the hangars. You may drop weaponry when ready. Gonna try and get her to level off. Now, I'm going to rotate. Need to increase thrusters. Drop bomb 1. Drop bomb 2. Yeah, you can see it's really starting to mess up our, oh man. Abort, abort. Dropping bombs 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we have hit the hangar bays. We hit hangar bay 1. Now, we're hitting some of the barracks here. At least I think those are barracks. I don't actually really know. Okay, we are decreasing altitude. You can see this thing is a majestic flying beast. Okay, we're going to attempt to land this thing at the enemy airport. So, deactivating that. I'm going to attempt to land so we can drop troops to capture the enemy airfield. This thing is actually, if you know what you're doing and you know what's going on around you, this thing is actually really easy to land. Most helicopters are not easy to land whatsoever. Oh, come on. We need to rotate around. Trying not to land on the side of that little hill right there, because that would not be good. Oh dear, too much decrease in thrust. We're falling very fast. Okay, we have regained stability and airspeed. We are decreasing to 32. Okay, we are decreasing our altitude right about now. Okay, keep her level as much as possible. I do believe we should land facing the hangar. Okay, we're going to try and... This is very delicate maneuvers here. Okay, we are decreasing altitude. I want to try and level her off. Try and maybe this will help slow us down. Just about. And we have touchdown. Zeppelin has landed at enemy airfield. Dropping troops for immediate battle engagement. Engaging enemy. Woo! Providing fire support. So yeah, that was interesting. I'm actually going to go and try something. I'm going to go see how accurate we can be with these bombs. Because, if I stand correct, there should be a mission around here somewhere that we can go and do. Combat bomb training. Here we go. Bomb random targets. So I believe these are like bullseye targets. This is how these are set up. I believe. I'm pretty sure that's how they are set up. Now, hopefully, it won't start us at some really crazy speed or whatever. If we're lucky, we'll get started on the ground. Okay. No, 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 no. We do not have any guns. Okay, then. Bomb site over here. So we only have 5 bombs. This isn't how I remember it. I remember it being like there was a target right out in the middle of that field and you had to try and bomb it. This is not how I remember it. But we're going to try it anyway. 40% power. Turning. Our guns are disabled. So we will not be using those. I'm going to try and turn this way. Okay. We do not have any crosshairs that we can use to try and aim this thing. So once we had to do it in like a certain amount of time. Oh, no. We have to do it in a certain amount of time. Okay. Well, I don't think that's going to be happening because this thing is a slow beast. So, I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like. It shows your support. And I will see you guys later. Bye.